Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Mark, only 205 numbers after the name. Wasteland Wednesday, and you know that if the video's around like 7.5, 8 minutes, you know that there's gotta be a murder game that we setting over here, man. And indeed it was. This was one of my just wildest games in terms of just like things working out and just beating people up pretty quickly, man. Wasteland Wednesday, laying down that murder game, and I'm not sure if I necessarily start. I don't remember exactly how this game starts, but I do believe I put up a pretty nice streak over here, and we eventually end up moving around the streaks or whatever. I'm sure there's some stupid reason why we die, which is kind of how it works over here. Using the OP blackjack. I generally think, you know, I kind of debated it at first, but now I look back and I think to myself, I was like, hey, he's probably pretty overpowered. I mean, this guy just keeps getting weapons after weapons after weapons now. Yeah, maybe it's not to your comfort zone. In all fairness, you guys see, I play a Seraph. I have combat focus. I don't really even use the weapons anymore on the specialists. I very rarely, the only time I use them is with blackjack, and it's cool. It's refreshing to come over there and kind of get, you know, move around in terms of what weaponry you use, and it keeps the game a little bit fluid for a game that's been around for so long. Speaking about things that have been around for so long, let's talk about World of War. Let's talk about Black Ops 1. Let's talk about everything they got backwards compatible now with the X-Bone, man. I'm a big fan of that, man. I'm really looking forward to hopefully putting you guys some stuff on the channel. But I think it's really cool, man, that they did. And you know, Black Ops 2 is still the big one to fall, and I'm kind of curious if that will ever come or when it'll come, because that one to me is the one that might get some pushback, especially if, hey, let's say we don't really like Infinite Warfare that much. Oh man, I could go back and play Black Ops 2. But even with that, even having said that, I could like Infinite Warfare. It's not a matter of liking even Infinite Warfare or not. I'm going to be playing all types of Call of Duty next year, man. I mean, just think about this. We got Infinite Warfare, right? All the way up in the future in the sky. No one really likes the idea, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sure it's going to be a great game, and I'm sure we're going to play it a lot. And it's solid. At the very least, it's solid. You got Modern Warfare Remastered, which I'm slowly starting to grow into the idea that I really like it. You know, after watching a little bit of footage over there and seeing just the kind of small little update and tweaks they got to it. And the fact that, hey, guess what? There might even be a rumor that there might be like some DLC for it coming up. That would be pretty cool, kind of keeping that game alive, and especially keeping that game grounded and HD-ifying and making it look prettier. That's cool. I'm interested in that. And then we could add to that World of War back, which is dope. The key question to me in World of War, and I haven't had a chance to play it, and if you guys haven't, make sure you drop down in the comments below, let me know. But like, are we still seeing like hack lobbies over there? Because that's one of the main reasons why I stopped playing World of War. Period, was because there's just people flying in the sky, and I was like, and they were invincible, and I was like, well, this kind of sucks. Be curious to see that. I kind of want to say there probably isn't, right? Because I imagine that Treyarch would curate the servers before updating something like that, but who knows? Maybe they just put it up raw how it was, and I was like, hey, whatever's happening here's happening. We don't even know what's going on. And then I got Black Ops 1, which I still go back to, and it's cool. And the cool thing about those things, man, is I don't know how a game of Infinite Warfare, how long it's going to take, but Black Ops 3 to me was probably the longest that games of Call of Duty took in terms of playing kill confirmed. Black Ops 2 to me went by pretty quick. I mean, Black Ops 2 games had the chance, when I laid down on Wasteland Wednesday, that there was 4.5, 5 minutes that game was over, you know, on Standoff, for example. Or, you know, on Firing Range, like the remake or Studio, whatever. Like, there was maps where I knew that, like, yo, this ain't gonna last too long over here, like, if I put that murder game down. And Black Ops 3, now this, you see, this is a quick game over here that I'm putting for you guys up, and it's 7:45, man. Like, that's still a pretty good amount of time. I'll go online and play. I always feel like I don't play a lot when I play Call of Duty because I don't play a lot of matches, because it just kind of takes a little bit longer. But if you go back and play some of these older games, like you play Black Ops 1, I never have even 7-minute games. Like, those games resolve themselves between 4 to 6 at the very best. Now, there was also shorter than this, goes up to 100 tags. I think TDM in Black Ops 1 was like 75 kills. Obviously, there's no tags involved. I kind of get those dynamics. But even Black Ops 2, there were 10-minute games in Black Ops 2. There was some times when I remember we tapped out. But it was very, 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 very rare. And when you lay down the murder game that I put over here in the channel, it was a lot shorter, man. So I'd be interested to see how, time-wise, how long we're actually playing in Infinite Warfare. Like, how long will an Infinite Warfare match take? Will we be playing for 10 minutes on a match, or will we be able to do it a little bit quicker? Now, I wish I would have just stabbed that woman, but unfortunately, we just let her shoot me like that. Ah, it has a ripper. Come on now. That's the tough part, man, when you're adjusting all these different weapons and whatnot. You kind of forget what you're doing. And even there, I was just using it, so I should have remembered. And she had a little quadrant around her telling me, like, hey, I'm stabbable. Still forgot about it. Still didn't quite get it over there. That's something that happens when you do blackjack and, you know, the weaponry is changing and whatnot. You really have to adapt to the weaponry, the situation, and sometimes weaponry fits the situation, which it did there. and other times it doesn't, and you know I'm stuck with like a ripper outside a building on like Exodus, and I'm like, what the hell do I do over here? But it's cool to have those options, man, with Call of Duty next year, where I'm gonna get the new game, I'm gonna get a remastered version of the oldest game. Not the oldest, but you know, third oldest, I guess, whatever. Call of Duty 2 and 3 are also up as well, which I haven't played through 3's campaign. Never said I might go through that. I'm not really too interested in multiplayer in those. And now I got myself World of War and Black Ops 1 that I can play over there. Well, and I'm like, yo, this is like, we're set, Jack. Like, I got everything I need right now. Like, we're good. Eventually, maybe they'll put the Modern Warfare games on there too, and that'll be cool. I'm a big fan of Modern Warfare 3. I wasn't that crazy about Modern Warfare 2. Don't tell me on the low, because people like love Modern Warfare 2, but I thought Modern Warfare 2 was very broken with the new tubes and the double shotties and stuff like that. It was entertaining. I'm not gonna tell you it wasn't entertaining. It was fun, but not competitively. I've never really thought that it was on par. I thought Modern Warfare 3, which kind of, in the end, when you're gonna look at it, got lukewarm consensus with the community. It was kind of like, yeah, it's good, but it's just more of 2, more polished that. And I was like, yeah, it's good. I really like the maps in Modern Warfare 3 too, as opposed to the maps in Modern Warfare 2, with the exception of Terminal. Terminal is dope, and that's why we keep seeing Terminal over and over and over again. I don't know if you guys have seen the footage off the new Terminal, man, Infinite Warfare. It looked pretty dope, man. I was thoroughly enjoying that. And I was enjoying also that it's seen, at least the footage that I've been seeing, that for the Infinite Warfare, a lot more grounded than I almost kind of want to think. Now, the tough part when you watch these people, you watch like other YouTubers like put up clips, or you watch some of the demos that they give you, in this case Infinity Ward and whatnot, is that these are curated experiences, right? People might not necessarily play like that, you know, and maybe these people are more grounded just because they are more grounded. That's kind of how they want to play. And you get like 12 people live, but when you go online, you know that things are going to get broken, you know that things are going to explode, you know there's going to be people jumping around all over the place, you know there's going to be a bunch of nonsense. And that's what I'm going to look forward to whenever that happens. You know, one night when I run into like 20 people that are just jumpking up and down like crazy, I'll be like, you know what, man? We'll go back to the castle, back in World of War, where like if you jumped really high, you died. Because like you fell off something or another, or just the fall damage took you out. And where movement was like, yo, we're just grateful that we were able to run for like a little bit. Or Black Ops 4, where you got to put like the marathon perk on, and if you want to keep running for days and days and days, you got to get a pro too. Man, where we come from, where we're going, and let's see. I mean, I'm already excited for what the hell they're going to announce next year. We're going to see an Advanced Warfare 2. I think that'll be a pretty big boo-boo, but it is a brand, right? Like, that is a brand right now. That is the third pillar, I guess, of Call of Duty. So it'll be interesting, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Your boy Marcos, man. We deuces.